talking about. But after that faith has come, we are no longer under a schoolmaster. We're not following the law of sacrifice that didn't take away the sins, as we just read in Hebrews, the 10th chapter. But ye are all the children of the Most High by faith in the Mashiach h.o.d.c. Talking to the Galatians, who are the Israelites, living in the land of Galatia. For as many of you as have been baptized into Hamashiach have put on Hamashiach. So you ain't baptized. They ain't just talking about dipping you in some water. Go to Ephesians 5:25. Let's talk about you understanding this word. Ephesians 5:26. That he might sanctify and cleanse it with the washing of water by the word. See, it don't matter if you be dumped in some water, call yourself baptizing someone, and they come up, they go down, there's old saying, they go into the water, a dry devil, they come up a wet devil. Why is that? Because if you ain't baptized according to this word, what difference do it make? You've been dipped in some water and come up, and you still the same person. You still the same way. That's why Mashiach h.o.i said in St. John 15:3. Understand this. You believe in him, just what he said. St. John 15:3. Now you are clean through the word which I have spoken unto you. See? You got to understand this word to be clean. That's the first baptism that you need. Because it don't make no sense to baptize someone and they're not even going to change. They don't even know why they're being baptized. They don't even know the word. It fits right into that old saying, as they say. Went down the dry devil, came up a wet devil. Deceitful and evil person, because you don't know the righteousness of the Most High to keep his laws. You got to confess your sins. Change. Become a new creature, as we just read. Be born again. The only way you're going to do this is to follow the Most High's rules and regulations and have faith in the Most High in the name of the Lord and Savior. Point blank. Look. Verse 27. For as many of you as have been baptized into Mashiach h.o.d.c. have put on Mashiach. So you got to be baptized into a Mashiach h.o.d.c. to put on a Mashiach. But if you ain't baptized into a Mashiach h.o.d.c. through his word, like he said, you cling to the word, you ain't put on a Mashiach h.o.d.c. Put on your own spirit, or some other man's spirit, or somebody else's spirit, or some demons that's coming to you, that you invite into you. You ain't put on a Mashiach. It says, there was neither Jew nor Greek. Why I say Jew or Greek? Because we called ourselves Greeks. It was against the law. We'll look at 2nd Ezra 6:6. Some of you probably don't forgot. No, 2nd Maccabees 6:6. Solaki. 2nd Maccabees 6:6. Some of you probably don't forgot, but here it is. This is the Greek Empire. This is in between Malachi and Matthew in the Apocrypha. Get right to the point. 2nd Maccabees 6:6. Neither was it lawful in the Greek Empire for a man to keep Sabbath days or ancient feasts. So they took away our laws from us. Or to profess himself at all to be a Jew. So if you confess yourself at all to be a Jew, what did you become? A Greek. When you look in the history of us, it's called Hellenists. Greek-speaking Jews. That's why you see here, there is neither Jew nor Greek. There's neither Jew nor Greek who are Israelites. Just like you call yourself American, you call yourself Gentiles, but you're really an Israelite. Of one of the 12 tribes of Israel, but you don't know that. But you still call yourself American. You still call yourself a Gentile. No different. There's neither Jew nor Greek. There's neither bond nor free. There's neither male nor female, for ye all are one in Mashiach h.o.d.c. And he said in Matthew 15:24, I can't say it enough, but he answered and said, I am not sent but unto the lost sheep of the house of Israel. That's how you become his sheep. That's how you become one in Mashiach Yahushai, or one by Hashama Mashiach Yahushai, in the name of the Lord and Savior. And if ye are Mashiachim, remember we read in 1 Corinthians 3:23, for ye are Mashiachim. He's saying it again here. If ye are Mashiachim, then are ye Abraham's seed, and heirs according to the promise. So, no matter how you look at it, heirs according to the promise, you're Abraham's seed. Can you be part of the promises when it tells you clearly in, once again, Romans 9:4, who are Israelites, to whom pertaineth the adoption and the glory. And I went through this dealing with the prologue of Galatians, the 3rd chapter, so you should already know this. And I brought scriptures concerning all these particular words concerning the adoption and the glory. The adoption, adopting us back to the Most High, the glory of the kingdom, and the covenants. We read the covenants already, given to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, to the 12 tribes of Israel, and the giving of the law. The giving of the law is given to the children of Israel. Psalms 147:19-20. He showed his word unto Jacob, his laws, his statutes, and commandments unto Israel. He have not dealt with any other nation. As for his judgment, they have not known them. Praise ye the Most High. So we were given the law and the service of the Most High, the service of the Levites and so forth, bringing the laws to us, and the promises. Promises given to who? Who are Israelites. Point blank. Whose are the fathers, and of whom as concerning the flesh. You got to be born in Israel of the flesh. You know what your flesh is? Pinch yourself. That's your flesh. You get cut, it's a flesh wound. Mashiach came. Not according to no spirit, but according to the flesh. Mashiach came, who was over all, the Most High, blessed forever. So, no matter how you look at this, you're not going to get around the fact that we still got to keep the laws from what we done went over, and how this promises is only to the Israelites and not to everyone. You can't include everyone in it, because you look at verse 28 of Galatians 3rd chapter, therefore it's neither Jew nor Greek. So it's just to the Israelites and to the so-called white people? The Greeks? Are you serious? No. That's why I'm letting you know that this is talking about the Israelites. Talking to the Israelites. See? Point blank. Love this word because it's so powerful when you understand it. But if you're not without understanding, then you're still lost. That's why the Galatians are the ones that Mashiach spoke of in St. John 10 and 16. When he said, "And other sheep I have, which are not of this fold," meaning they're not in the area that he taught, or the areas that he taught the Israelites. They're not of this fold. "Them also I must bring." That's why he called Paul and the apostle, once they received the Holy Spirit in Acts the 2nd chapter, to go out and reach the scattered of the Israelites. "And other sheep I have, which are not of this fold. Them also I must bring, and they shall hear my voice. And there shall be one fold," as he said, "and one shepherd." See? "Therefore does my Father love me, because I laid down my life that I might take it again." Verse 14. "I am the good shepherd, Mashiach Yahushai, and know my sheep, and am known of mine." So those that are his sheep, they're going to be known of a Mashiach Yahushai. "As the Father knoweth me, even so know I the Father, and I laid down my life for the sheep." That's why I said, Matthew 15:24. He laid down his life for the sheep. Who the sheep? Matthew 15:24. "But he answered and said, I am not sent but unto the lost sheep of the house of Israel." Who live in a house? Family. The lost sheep of the family of the Israelites. the 12 tribes of Israel. That's it. So, the Most High is not cast away his laws. What the h.o.d.c say concerning that? Since y'all say we're not under the law no more. What the h.o.d.c say? Matthew 5:17. Think not, don't even think that I am come to destroy the law or the prophets. That's the Old Testament. I am not come to destroy, but to fulfill. Fulfill what was written concerning him. As we read, in the suffering that he had to suffer for the sins of the 12 tribes of Israel. Become that ultimate lamb sacrifice. Well, now we have faith. And we have mercy and grace through a Mashiach Yahushua. But to fulfill, he said. For verily I say unto you, till heaven and earth pass, one jot or one tittle shall in no wise pass from the law till all be fulfilled. See? He said, whosoever therefore shall break one of these least commandments and shall teach men so, he shall be called the least in the kingdom of heaven. But whosoever shall do and teach them, do and teach what? The laws of the Most High, the same shall be called great in the kingdom of heaven. See? You do and teach the laws of the Most High, you will be called great in the kingdom of heaven. See, for I say to you, since you're dealing with the Galatians, following the way of the Pharisees and scribes and elders and high priests and so forth, Sadducees and so forth, for I say unto you that except your righteousness and you believing in the laws of the Most High, following the laws of the Most High, doing the laws of the Most High, shall exceed the righteousness of the scribes and Pharisees, ye shall in no case enter into the kingdom of heaven. That's why Paul is saying what he's saying. That's why, once again, Mark 7 and 9. Why is he saying that about the scribes and the Pharisees? Mark 7 and 9. And he said unto them, full well you reject the commandment of the Most High. Because they reject the commandment of the Most High, that ye may keep your own tradition. That's why you see him doing and saying what he's saying pertaining to the Galatians in the 3rd chapter. Throughout these chapters that Paul wrote. Verse 7. Howbeit in vain do they worship me. In vain do they worship the Most High. Teaching for doctrine the commandments of men. See? For laying aside the commandment of the Most High, you hold the tradition of men. You hold the tradition of men. That's the promise. That these men have made to each other, why they were called vipers. They were called the devil. Serpents and so forth. They called them. Let me prove it. I don't want to just come out with something you think I don't know what I'm talking about, or I'm just talking outside of my neck. Go to Revelation 12 and 3. And there appeared another wonder in heaven, prophecy on this earth, and behold, a great red dragon, having 7 heads and 10 horns and 7 crowns upon his heads. Right? Verse 9. So that dragon is red, and the great dragon was cast out. That old serpent. What's a serpent? A viper. Called the devil. So he called him the devil. And Satan. He called him the devil and Satan. Which deceived the whole world. Because that's who they rolling with. That's why he said your righteousness must exceed the righteousness of the scribes and Pharisees to enter into the kingdom of the Most High. Which deceived the whole world. He was cast out into the earth, and his angels were cast out with him. And that's who they followed. That's why it goes right back to what we read. Well, you're going to understand why Paul is writing what he's writing is kind of hard to understand, because our people do not know these scriptures. They err not knowing the scriptures. That's what he said in 2 Corinthians 11 and 13. For such are false apostles deceitful workers, transforming themselves into the apostles of Mashiach. That's them scribes and Pharisees. The same ones that have, why he's saying in Galatians 3:1, O foolish Galatians, who else bewitched you? These scribes and Pharisees, and elders and high priests and so forth, the leaders of the children of Israel. Who else bewitched you? That ye should not obey the truth. He just told you they reject the commandment of the Most High. He's telling you the first verse, you should not obey the truth, which is the laws of the Most High. Psalms 119, 142. Thy righteousness is an everlasting righteousness, and thy law is the truth. Before whose eyes the Mashiach h.o.i have been evidently set forth, crucified among you. Crucified among you? Because they didn't want nobody teaching about Shema Mashiach h.o.i, the name of the Lord and Savior. Apostle, we didn't went through this. Apostle suffered for this. So, don't nobody bewitch you. Don't be bewitched. Don't be foolish either. So, I'm going to end time straight at this time. And if you like further information, you can reach me, Priest Thaahwam, at P.O. Box 20012, Long Beach, California, 90801-3012. Still the wisdom we got next is still moving forward. And I hope that this was, meat, but like I say, it's a lot more that can come out with this, so I got to deal with what the Spirit brought to me concerning anti-Mashiach. And that's what we're looking at. They were against him. And if you can have ears and eyes to see, from the prologue to this to now, you realize they were against him. He said, they don't hate you, they hate me before they hated you. Because I testify of the evil of this world that we were in at the time that he walked the earth and that we in now. Well, I testify of the evil of this world and those that are evil within this world. And with that, I'm out. Shalom.